Hi, my name is Laura Lee and I'm an elder here at FCC. And today we're going to talk a little bit about sharing God's story and sharing your story. Sometimes it can be really intimidating to share the gospel with other people, but I think it's easier to just let your life be the starter of the conversation. And what I mean by that is when we are immersed in the Bible and in all in worshiping and all those things different times, that God's presence just kind of comes out of you and people can sense something different, which is really cool. We've noticed that a little bit with my kids and interactions we've had. We have a neighbor kid who we hear him and his friends going down the street and they're swearing and they're doing whatever. And he'll yell at them and be like, no, not in front of my neighbors. And we've never actually said anything to him about not swearing, but he can just tell there's something a little bit different about our family. And so I think that gives us an open door to be a little bit of a light, even though we're not banging on their neighbors' doors and telling them about the gospel, but we're letting our true authentic self come out, and that's a witness within itself. The other thing I think is really cool is an opportunity to share your own personal stories. Those stories can be things about how God has provided for you in times of financial need or having your community come around you. They can be stories about different times that God has spoken to you. Sharing your testimony is one thing that can be really intimidating, but also really easy because you're not preaching at anybody. You're just sharing something about you and what's happened to you. I think that we let our life be a witness to those around us, and just sharing who we are and who Christ is through our lives is a great way to introduce people to Jesus. And it doesn't have to be intimidating. We're not standing out on a street corner and shouting the gospel at people, or we don't have to have the special words to say. There's no secret sauce with being an authentic Christian. It's just allowing Christ to speak through you and listening for his promptings and his guidance. And inevitably, you will find that God finds ways to out you to the world around you as you are sharing about something you did that weekend, or maybe a song that you heard, or just a story from your past. I think that when you live on mission, but you live intentionally, God will provide those opportunities to you to share what God has done for you, and you can be a witness to those around you without getting preachy. So I really encourage you to just not shy away when those opportunities come. Sometimes we want to hide that a little bit. We want to, we're afraid we're going to make people feel uncomfortable. But when you're sharing your own personal story, no one can argue with your story and your life. That's your perspective and things like that. So it makes it a little bit easier to open that door. So I just encourage you to listen to the promptings that God has for you and the time that he will give you to share what he's done for you in your life. So just take those moments and don't be afraid. God's got you.